Greetings and welcome to another episode of Nullspace. I'm Scott Null. This week, Jer Bear is still sick and dying, so we've got Kelsey So Smelcy. Kelsey?
That's a bad name. Thought I was like Squid Kid.
Squid Kid?
Squid Kid. That's what you called me last time I was on.
Yeah, I think you're Kelsey So Smelcy this time.
Okay.
So, hope Jerry stops dying or whatever the hell he's doing. Yeah, Jerry sucks. Alright, so instead we're going to be talking to Kelsey about what it's like to be new to gaming. I guess we'll start out with, why'd you start playing?
'Cause you made me.
Yeah, I'm cool.
You sneakily made me.
Sneakily? How did I sneakily make you game?
You added games on my phone. Easy, I don't know.
It's casual games.
Casual games. You added casual games on my phone that I liked to play on the bus on my way home from work. Like Angry Birds and World of Goo.
World of Goo, one of the best.
I still want to play more World of Goo.
You got stuck.
Yeah, I think it'd be easier on the iPad.
Probably. We've got it for everything. From the iPad to PC, the Wii. When it first came out, it was on the Wii. In fact, the creators of World of Goo and Little Inferno just came out with a new game called Human Resource Machine, which I'm interested in trying. It just came out. Just came out.
Like today?
Yeah, this past week. You played Little Inferno too, didn't you?
No.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. The one with the little fireplace where we threw stuff in it and it burned.
You could show me later.
It's one of the first games that made you play, whatever. So,
okay, I don't remember.
That doesn't really count as actual gaming. Why did you start playing real video games? Real cartridge or disc-based video games where you had a controller and...
Well, I remember the first time I did play like a cartridge that's like... So, the first time I did play a video game that you would recognize as a video game was I played Smash Brothers at a sleepover in 3rd grade.
Did you play it or did you just button mash?
I button mashed. I was 9 years old. B, fuck you. I didn't grow up with games, and I wasn't allowed to have them, so I felt like I was doing something naughty.
Oh.
And it was fun. So at my friend Marley's house, we ate a lot of Shock Tarts, and we played Smash Brothers, and it was like the best sleepover ever.
I think when I was in, right around that age, our sleepovers, we were playing Duke Nukem, which is, I'll show you that one later. It was back then one of the more salacious titles. It's a first-person shooter, but there was like strip clubs and stuff like that. So,
oh God, yeah. Gross! Don't show me that one.
What do you mean gross?
You're shooting strip clubs?
No. You're not shooting people at the strip club. You're shooting like pig aliens.
Oh,
there just happen to be strippers there.
Like you're shooting strippers? I don't want to play.
Yeah, that's the game right there. You're thinking of Grand Theft Auto.
Ugh.
All right, so I guess why did you start playing?
To make you like me.
To make me like you.
That's not a good way to put it. Well, because you love gaming so much, and it means a lot to you.
So you wanted to share.
I wanted to share, and I wanted to learn what it was about.
Oh, all right.
Is that fair?
Yeah, I guess what was the first game you actually enjoyed playing then? That wasn't just for my sake.
I don't remember which one I did first, but either the old school Pokemon one you gave me. What's that Pokemon?
You were playing Pokemon Blue, I think.
Blue? Yeah. On your Game Boy Color. Is that what that is called?
You were playing on the Game Boy Advance, the
Game
SP.
Boy Advance.
It's SP because it was, I think it's special, something like that.
So it was either that one or when you bought Hyrule Warriors and we played it together all weekend.
Yeah, Hyrule Warriors was probably the first game I actually saw you getting into. Probably because you
fucking love Hyrule Warriors.
You could play as Impa, and she kicked ass.
Impa's really cool. I had no idea who Impa even was, and
you
now I just like her. Because she's cool and smashy.
But
it was one of those ones, I think, the one that I...
Alright, so you got into it to have something to share with your significant other.
Mm-hmm.
Why keep playing?
Partially because it makes you happy, but mostly because I enjoy it now. It's a nice break from all my studying and reading and work
So you take it as like almost like letting your brain shut down?
It's leisure time. That's what it is. Like,
Well, you're more of a book nut, though.
okay, but when you read for 8 hours a day for work, I don't want to come home and read a ton of shit. No matter how much, no matter what it is, fiction, comics, or whatever, like, you know, your eyes after a certain point don't want to be reading anymore.
That's not why you don't read during the games?
That is why you don't read during games, exactly.
You've got this habit of not knowing what to do because you didn't read anything anybody said.
Yeah, and it's whatever. But like a game like Splatoon, you don't have to read that much, you know? And it's nice to come home, just play some Splatoon, and not be studying or reading or answering emails. It's leisure time.
Leisure time. All right. What games do you like so far?
Games do I like so far?
What's your favorite type of game so far? Hack and slash, first-person shooter?
Hack and slash. Hack and slash.
You just like...
is the best.
That's true. You do like God of War. You like
Samurai Warriors.
Samurai Warriors.
Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah. You actually beat Samurai Warriors when I didn't.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, I beat the first part. I'm still working on, like... I haven't played that in a long time. I should get back to it. I like Pokemon and Animal Crossing and... what are those called?
RPGs. Well,
I like RPGs.
Pokemon is an RPG. Animal Crossing would be more of a sim.
Oh, okay. I like The Sims, but that doesn't count.
No, Sims counts as a game.
Oh, well, I've been playing The Sims forever.
All right.
Well, not forever. I didn't play it since, what's the first one called? SimCity?
The Sims.
Oh, just The Sims? What's SimCity? Whatever.
SimCity was made by the same company, but they did, it was a city builder. You were the mayor of a big city and you would develop.
Well, I've been playing that since I was about 12 because the kids I babysat for had it, and they were like, look, we have this really cool game we want to show you. And so the like three of us would play Sims. And this was Sims 2 I started with. It was already Sims 2 by the time I was playing. I had to be 12, 13, 14 when that came out. And yeah, the three of us would just play it together. And it was a good way to A, entertain children, B, entertain myself. So then my sister also babysat the same kids. And she bought it, and I could only play it on her computer, her laptop, when she, like, came home from college and stuff. So I would just play for, like, 8 hours a day every day when Liesl was home from college. And then you bought me Sims 3, which I, yet again, haven't played in a while, and should probably do. But I love The Sims. I like to do, like, breeding experiments and real fucked up shit to them. I'm not the person who, like, takes the doors out and lights the house on fire or anything.
That's more
like,
my thing.
Yeah. No, that's silly. I, like, in Sims 2, there's aliens, and I see if I can even out the human-alien population with, like, Mendelian genetics. And that's fucked up. But it's super fun.
But you basically did gaming to begin with, and still do, as more of a social thing.
A social thing?
Yeah, you don't...
Well, yeah, if it was just me, like, sitting in my house being antisocial, I would have never played games.
Well, you're not you're an extrovert, whereas I'm an introvert.
Yes.
I prefer single-player games.
Yeah.
Would you say you prefer multiplayer?
Multiplayer in what sense?
Multiplayer as in you're playing more with more than just you. Because
like,
I know...
is Splatoon multiplayer then, even though, like, you're not...
Yeah, Splatoon is an online multiplayer.
I wouldn't say I have a preference, really. I like playing certain things with you. Like, House of the Dead by myself would be fucking stupid. But, like, I don't know, like, for the leisure time aspect, it's nice to be able to come home and lay in bed and just, like, do my Animal Crossing chores. You know?
Yeah, true.
So, or, like, while you're asleep, and I don't want to wake you up. Like, I can sit in bed and play Animal Crossing and leave you alone.
All right. Would you rather play with, like, someone there, like me? I know you like playing Splatoon while I sit on the couch. And
I think I do prefer that, like, having someone there.
So, yeah, I like, honestly, I don't mind when someone else is there. It can be fun, but I'm just fine having me in the game, isolated. And
yeah, you like to play after I go to bed.
That is true, but that's only because you don't like when I play video games, because you want to watch TV. You got into gaming for somebody else, but what would you say to somebody who's not familiar with, I suppose, the gaming culture, but is interested in getting into it, if they were interested in it or had the same reason you did, if we're dating someone who was a gamer or something like that, what advice would you give?
I mean, the big reason I didn't get into it, well, first of all, was my mom never let us have them because she thought it would, like, rot our brains or some shit like that. It doesn't rot your brains. You're a very intelligent individual. You can do puzzles that I can't do because you, like, know how to logic your way through shit from games. I don't have that ability whatsoever.
It's a different way of thinking.
It is a different way of thinking. The second reason, like, that I never really tried games when I got older was I, like, very much had that stereotype that, like, gamers are antisocial, that just, like, sit in their house and don't go out and do shit. I don't want to be a person who doesn't go out and do shit.
I do.
I know you do. But, like, you go out and do shit for me. Like, you go to farmers markets, you do all that stupid stuff. But then I come home and play games for you or with you.
All right.
So, it's a good balance. So, like, if you're someone like me who doesn't want to get into gaming, you just have to get over that stereotype that gamers are somehow unintelligent because their brains are rotted, that gamers are antisocial. Because even, like, when I go to work, like, being able to talk about Pokemon and stuff with, like, the security dudes, oh, they fucking love that. It's not antisocial when you can, like, this is something from, like, our childhoods that, like, I never had, but now that I'm, like, learning it, they want to talk to me about it.
Yeah.
And they will, and it is social.
Because it's new to you. It's nostalgic for them, but it's new to you.
Well, they like that I can chime in. Like, they'll be talking about Pokemon or something, and I can chime in, and they love that. And then they feel like they're helping me, but whatever. You know? I don't know. There is a culture to it, but, like, not...
It's not an exclusive culture.
It can be.
It's a subculture. Well, yes, it can be, but it's not entirely, like, members only. Like, anybody can jump in and start.
Yeah, these guys at work are particularly nice, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to be dicks about it.
But again, if say you had a friend that was interested in starting to play because of their significant other, what advice would you give? Where would you say to start? How about that?
Just try it. I mean, there's still stuff that you like that I don't like in terms of games. Like, I can't do Mario. I can't. I'm so bad.
Well, we'll get you there.
What's that kind of game called? Where
A
it's
platformer?
Like, yeah, I can't do it. And, like, Lego Harry Potter's pretty hard for me.
Lego Harry Potter is only hard for you because, honestly, the camera angle really sucks at points. But then
it's that same kind of, like, almost.
Well, there are platforming elements to it, but I think it's more or less the puzzles that get to you.
So both elements.
Like, they're not really logic puzzles in that. Like, well, there's old games called they were basically point and click adventure games, and ideally you had a character in a room, and you would have to devise this way through the puzzle, and it's a very strange logic to it because it's like it isn't real world logic. You wouldn't, just say, okay, pick up that axe, chop down the door. It would be more of what the developer was thinking of as far as the puzzle goes.
It's like Monty Python logic. Here's a herring, cut down a tree.
Pretty much, honestly it is. And that was the old point and click adventure games. And Lego series seems to really focus on those kind of puzzles, like the whole Lego Harry Potter, there's a couple of puzzles that just made honestly no sense until they gave you the specific tool to use it, and now we just know it. Like, what are those sprouts called? That
mandrakes?
The little shrieky ones. The ones go, ah, and we have to wear the...
Mandrakes?
Okay, I guess.
Read a goddamn Harry Potter book.
So you have to go in the cupboard to get earplugs so you can pick them up, and it's just it's something
that didn't make sense to me.
That's the kind of thinking that, of course, I'm sitting here and drinking to make it easy, to make it more difficult for me.
I'm too drunk to do it right.
So but it's...
But my advice would be, you're gonna find something you like eventually, so don't be afraid to, like, try a bunch of shit. Because even, like, House of the Dead, like, that doesn't seem like something I would like, but I fucking love it.
Yeah.
What's that, a rail shooter?
Exactly. Good.
Yes!
Good job.
10 points.
You wouldn't have a specific starting point. You'd say just try a little bit of everything. So honestly, try
a little bit of everything. And I mean, a good jumping off point for me was like Pokemon. I wasn't allowed to play, but every other third grader in my fucking school was allowed to play. So I think I asked you if I could borrow it because I wanted the childhood experience that I never had. You gave me a choice. You could try this Pokemon. You could try this Pokemon. I was like, I want the oldest shit you have because I got left out as a kid. So, like, if it's someone our age who got, hasn't played games up until this point, maybe a good jumping off point for them too would be like, think of something like you've heard about as a kid, like Pokemon or Zelda or Smash Brothers. Like, I think that's a good jumping off.
So pretty much look for the thing you were missing out of, and really, there's nothing holding you back if you're a full-grown adult, especially, and you've always wanted to try one of these older games. You can find them, you can play them. Another
good jumping-off point for me was with, like, the Lego Harry Potter. I fucking love Harry Potter.
You do love Harry Potter.
And you know that. So, like, I mean, or even, like, so if there's a movie or a book you like, you can probably find a game about it.
Oh, yeah, but, yeah, the movie...
I mean, like, okay, but, like, let's say you love James Bond. You can find a James Bond video game.
Yeah,
real easily.
Tons.
Yeah. If you love Lord of the Rings, there's lots of Lord of the Rings games.
It's just more dangerous with that because a lot of the tie-ins, the movie tie-ins, especially, are really bad. Like, I haven't shown you the bad games.
Okay, but, like, at least you're trying it,
I suppose.
Like, and even if it is a bad game in your opinion, like, someone who loves Harry Potter might really enjoy it.
I suppose.
Because, like, what keeps me playing Lego Harry Potter is I'm, like, singing dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
You're singing the Mission Impossible theme?
No.
Alright, so, other than that, when we started, I actually picked games that I thought you might enjoy more. Yeah. So, it wasn't just an accident that we went ahead and picked, like, Animal Crossing and Pokemon. It was because, these are games that I honestly haven't found anyone who doesn't at least enjoy them a little. Also, we did the casual games, which are easy for anyone to get into. In fact, my mother was crazy about Farmville for a while, and then she moved all the way to World of Warcraft. But she was playing games when I was in diapers, so...
Even my mom played Farmville, for Christ's sake.
I think
she doesn't like the idea of video games. She played Farmville. I played Farmville.
I never played
Farmville. I thought I was stupid because I grew up on a farm. Stupid.
Well, it's the sim. It's a sim, and it's just an imaginary farm, not real farming.
It's not very representative of farming.
Oh, it isn't? That's not what farming's like?
No. Not even a little. I'm trying to remember what other games you made me play when we first... Like Mario Kart, I don't particularly care for.
We did Mario Kart, that. We did Portal, which you didn't like the
Portal
first person.
Portal was awful. Tetris, I'm bad at, but you're good at.
Tetris is amazing. We did Mario.
You showed me Sonic.
We did a little bit of everything. We did, we tried to, I think House of the Dead was just something you kind of took and run with, just the same as Hyrule Warriors. You love that game more than I do, and I'm the Zelda fan. And then there was a couple of things like Ocarina of Time, which is, pretty much my childhood in a cartridge, and you just didn't like it.
What's the one you gave me that I kind of like, though? The one that's in my case still. Where's my case? I could find.
Are you talking Link Between Worlds?
Link Between Worlds, that's what it's called. I didn't hate that one.
It was just, you hadn't played those types of games yet. So.
Yeah, that's what I have in here. A Link Between Worlds.
It really, trying a little bit of everything is something it's probably the best advice for the topic. Really, I don't know how many people out there don't play and want to. I guess they wouldn't be listening, but...
Well, even, like, my friend Jonah really likes video games. Kirsten doesn't give two shits. Like, if she wanted to try and have a game night with him or something, I think that would be something, easy for her to do, considering who she's friends with.
Yeah.
But also, like, if she wanted to have a Pokemon night with Jonah, he'd probably poo his pants with excitement.
Well, yeah, we have our game and date nights. We just did that.
Yeah.
We just did that last night with Lego Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that was one of the reasons I got you your 3DS, was because the new Omega Sapphire and Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. I have it backwards. Whatever. But had just come out, and I had always wanted to be one of the couples that could sit there and, okay, I got this Pokemon, I'll trade you for that one.
And I think that's fucking adorable.
And that's kind of what we did.
And it was so cute when you wanted to go in the store.
Yeah, no, talking
get
cute.
Them both. It was so cute, though.
No.
And I also just really liked it.
Yeah.
Because I had been playing the...
You went from...
I still haven't finished Pokemon Blue.
You went from Blue to Alpha Sapphire. It was kind of a jump.
Skipped everything in between.
It was kind of a jump.
But, I really liked... I got even more into Alpha Sapphire than I got into Pokemon Blue.
Well, yeah,
it was extra fun because you were playing at the same time I was.
Yeah, it's because it's easier to get into. I mean, Pokemon Blue, you really have to, these days, be patient with.
Yeah, and I was wandering around that dark cave for Zubats, and you had to help me. Ugh. And now I bought my first game for myself.
That's true. Yep, you bought Happy Home Academy, a game that you'll have to review with Counterpoint Jerry if he ever stops dying, because
I love that game.
He actually went and resold it the same day he bought it because he didn't like it.
So dumb. Did I tell you last night when I couldn't sleep, I unlocked now there's, you can pick different floor plans and different layouts for the houses.
So it's different
So there's different size, and it's you can get multiple rooms, 2 rooms to do. Yeah, Jerry didn't play long enough.
Yeah, Jerry sucks. Hi, Jerry.
But even I like our date nights where I just play Splatoon and
I drink.
Get drunk.
I drink
every time I die. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun for me too.
It's fun. And what else have we played as a date night? Hyrule Warriors.
Hyrule Warriors.
All day.
God of War.
Yeah. Oof. I like God of War. We should play that again soon.
You like hacking and slashing, and you that was one that I didn't, that was actually our, Gaming for Couples. Kelly and Jerry recommended that one for you. And, You didn't think I'd like it. No, I thought it was too gory for you.
It's not gory.
It's pretty gory. You told me that you were afraid you were going to have nightmares, and then we started playing, and you're like,
nah.
I don't think I'm going to have nightmares.
I'll be okay.
But yeah, really, the prime date night is probably Splatoon. I like having you play too, is because, especially games like Happy Home Academy, I can get you those little cards.
Oh yeah, that's cute too. It's cute!
No, we're doing it's a podcast, gaming podcast. No being cute.
Oh, girls listen to your podcast too.
No girls listen to the podcast.
Natalie does. Hi, Natalie!
No. Don't you start...
I can have my own segments. Fuck you.
No segment to Hi, Natalie. I don't even know if she listens. Well, I suppose we can move on to segments then. We'll do the quick Hi, Gary segment here because Jerry's not here. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Jerry, since you're sick.
No.
What?
Hi, Gary.
Okay, you already said hi to Gary. Why do I have to do it? I don't even know you, Gary, but what's up?
That's the segment. It's Hi, Gary.
Hi, Gary. Ugh. It's over now.
All right.
Do you miss Jerry?
I do miss Jerry. All right, here's a second one. A second segment, I was going to talk about gaming date night, but we kind of already tackled that, and there's really not much else to say. We'll talk about gaming relationships, online gaming relationships. So, back when I played World of Warcraft, an MMORPG, which is massively multiplayer online role-playing game, in case you always wanted to know that.
I didn't, thank you.
There was people that I've never met in real life that I got to know in the game and became friends with, and actually still have people that I'm friends with on Facebook today. Now, you think that meeting someone online is silly.
I don't think meeting... Okay, it's not the meeting of someone online that's silly. It's you're not... Because, I know you're not like this, but, there's probably people who meet each other in World of Warcraft and, we're dating! No, you're not.
Oh, so you're against online dating.
No, we met online. It's okay. But I met you in person after, a week, It's... I don't know. It's not the same.
So you don't think...
You can't say they're the same. That's my thing.
You don't think you can meet friends on online games like that and actually form a friendship despite the fact that you... No?
Well, that's not what I'm saying. Is what my no was too. Because I ran a Harry Potter blog when I was a teenager, which is disgusting.
Of course you
and
did.
I did with my friend Betsy, and we all had nicknames, and it was really cute, and I was the head of Slytherin House.
Yeah, of course
and it
you
was,
were.
honestly, it was really lame, but it was just like we made it just for like our middle school friends, our middle school, high school friends. But we got this one, like, I guess follower or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm still friends with him on Facebook. Never fucking met him. He's like several years older than us, so it was really creepy. Like, he's older than you.
So why are you friends with him on Facebook if you think he's creepy?
I have no reason to, like, not be friends with him.
This is going on the internet and I'm gonna be on Facebook.
That's okay. If he listens to it, like, he knows.
He knows you think he's creepy?
Yeah, we emailed back and forth for a long time. Like, I've been emailing this guy since I was in 7th grade.
But how can you be against forming friendships with people online?
It's not the same. I'm not against forming friendships. It is inevitable to happen. But you can't say it's the same as, like, meeting someone face to face.
I don't know. I think you can actually get pretty close to somebody you've never met in person.
Sure, you can get close to someone, but it's not the same, like, interactional value, like, to be a sociologist on you right now. It's not the same. Especially, like, in a game, like World of Warcraft, how the fuck do you know what this person looks like? You don't.
Does it matter what they look like?
Yes.
Why?
Power differentials.
What?
So if...
Okay.
Okay, let's say you are a
bit.
creepy old white man, and I'm a little woman of color who's much younger than you, and we're lying to each other about who we are.
All right.
The second you meet that person face to face, that interactional value changes.
But we're not meeting face to face. We're only playing online. What you're
But, like,
describing
people
is
do that.
What you're describing is a persona. When we each have different personas depending on people who we interact with. Now, I have a different persona with you than I do with Jerry. With Jerry, by now, we'd be doing some sort of weird...
Jared be sucking on his toe, and
I'd
you'd be vomiting on the floor.
And you know what? He's sick after sucking on his damn toes, and I knew that was going to happen. He picked up something from his
how you
fucking...
get sick.
He's got some disease. Disgusting Jerry.
But...
Picking his toe up and stucking it in his...
power differentials, get off it, you're okay. I mean, it's just...
Okay, so it's a persona, and like you're different people with different people.
Why do you need to have a persona?
Because,
why can't you just be honest?
Okay, why aren't you this candid when you're at work?
I am this candid when I'm at work.
Okay.
Not when I'm teaching.
Why not?
'Cause I'd get in trouble.
Or because your professional persona is different than your casual persona.
But, like, I'm this casual at my other jobs. It's
okay,
just like...
no. Fine, you have more casual persona at other jobs, but you still have different personas. You're a different person when you're in different situations.
I still don't think persona is the right word for it. There's, like, a valuing of certain qualities over another.
So you're saying...
in a given setting. It's not like I'm changing who I am. Like, I'm still completely honest with my students about who I am if they ask. Just like I would be with someone at work or with you.
I don't know. I mean, if you were as honest with your students, they would... Okay, who are you really then? Are you your professional side or are you your casual side?
Why can't you be it all at once? I'm the girl who has it all. Don't tell me I'm not.
So back to the fact that you're lying to people online.
Some people lie online.
Well,
I'm not
everybody,
saying like
everybody lies online.
Everybody lies.
Everybody
online.
has lied.
That's a mouthful. What you just said.
Anyways, I would argue that those people are making as close as a friendship as the kind of thing I'm talking about, where you actually feel you get to know someone through playing a game.
I think you can get to know someone, but then are you like for these people who like form romantic relationships?
We'll talk about that
games?
in a little bit. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Are you falling in love with a persona, as you put it, or the real person?
Why are you whispering?
Because I forgot we're recording.
This is a podcast. If you whisper, people can't hear us.
Yeah, you miss Jerry right now.
So you do you not think that you can form a real friendship with someone you've never met in person? You think you have to meet them in person?
Not saying it's not real. That's not what I'm saying. It's just different.
You were saying it wasn't real to begin with. You have pen pals.
Yeah, but they're people I know.
From
From high school.
Okay, fine.
from my good old days in the Lutheran Volunteer Corps.
Ugh.
All my pen pals are people I have met and just live far away from.
Fine. Okay, now you were saying romantic relationships. Now, there have been couples that met on, again, I'm going to use World of Warcraft, games like that, met in person, actually gotten married in real life, and then had a second mock wedding on World of Warcraft.
Oh, Jesus. Mary and Joseph. What the fuck?
For their guildmates, so that the people that are virtual friends could be involved.
Why is that a thing?
Because these are their friends.
Your state-sanctioned marriage was not enough for you?
Okay, so you've got a friend who's on the other side of the country.
Yeah.
And they can't be there for your wedding.
Am I gonna go on World of Warcraft and have a second fake wedding for them?
Okay, what if that's how they know you? They know the bride and the groom, or the groom and the groom, or the bride and the bride, and everything in between, both through the same game. In fact, that's how they met. You don't want to be, and you can't be involved in person.
What? Okay, first of all, I'm just blown away by the fact this fucking exists.
Oh, yeah, it happens actually quite a lot.
But, like...
Well, not anymore, because WoW's numbers are starting to tank, but it's happened in the past.
While it's a real friendship potential, you know this person very well, you're not going to invite them to your real live state-sanctioned wedding.
Why are you saying state-sanctioned wedding? Please define... Okay, you have to define these terms... Not just to me, but you're on a gaming podcast.
Because marriage is an institution, meaning it serves a certain function in our society. So having a World of Warcraft marriage, yet again, is not the same as having a real in-person wedding.
Okay, yeah, it's a mock wedding. It's a mock ceremony for people who can't actually go.
Just seems like I got better shit to do.
All right.
You know?
You're not a gamer like that.
Oh, true.
Now we're gonna skip the obvious dangers of meeting someone in person that you've never met. But we're just gonna talk about, because I've heard horror stories of I used to work with a woman who would regularly meet men on World of Warcraft, fly across the country to meet them, and then get robbed.
Or murdered or raped or something worse. That's my big problem with it.
All right, but what about the actual the other relationships that actually form on something like that? Do you think that's valid to form a romantic relationship to someone you meet online?
Valid to a point.
Valid to a point. We met online.
Yeah, we met online, but then we met in person.
All right.
I'm more troubled by people who, just do the World of Warcraft wedding and think they're married.
Okay,
You're not.
That's different. I don't think...
That's delusional.
I don't think anybody's saying that that's a thing.
Well, or even just, let's take the marriage down a notch. You've been dating this person on World of Warcraft for 3 years. No, you haven't.
You never had an online boyfriend or girlfriend?
No.
Aw.
No.
Poor Smelcy.
No. Smelcy. But it's just, how is society supposed to recognize that?
Why does society need to recognize it? The online society is the society you're in. That society recognizes it.
It's not a society.
It is a society.
No, it's not.
It's a subculture. It's a society.
It's a subculture. It's not a society. No. Sociologist is going to say no.
Sociology. Don't pull that card.
It's a community, perhaps. It is not an entire society with infrastructure. And no.
Well, then how is poor Dave ever going to find love?
I don't know.
Hi, Dave.
Poor Dave.
You don't know.
I don't know. That's up to Dave.
But you're totally against any sort of online relationship.
No, not any.
No, I mean romantic relationship. An only online romantic relationship you're entirely against.
Yes.
Yes, because
that kind of romantic relationship, like the in-person face-to-face, carries a certain, we've placed values on it as a society. Correct?
So you're following the man and what they say love has to be.
If you want society to recognize you as dating, you need to play by their rules. And that's problematic in several ways. I realize that, yes. But if you want the privileges and whatever accorded to you by being in a relationship, you need to meet this person face to face and introduce them to your parents and do all that other bullshit.
What if they don't want to?
Well, then enjoy your fake relationship online. You enjoy yourself. Society is not going to recognize you as real. They don't even exist anymore?
What? The society's not going to recognize them as real?
Not that.
I think, therefore I am. And now they're gone.
You know what I mean. I hope your listeners know what I mean.
I don't think anybody knows what you mean anymore. You're too educated.
I'm too educated. I didn't play enough games growing up. I read too many books.
But back to what I was saying. The whole idea of forming friendships. So are you at least able to consider some two people who met online? Can they be friends? Can they be real friends?
Yet again, you can have a genuine emotional connection with this whatever.
Usually they're all people, at the very least.
I don't know. Maybe it's a robot. How the fuck would you know?
Well, I guess the robot would have to pass... oh, crap, I can't remember the name. There's a test in which the robot, the AI, has the ability to convince a human that it's real, and I can't think of the goddamn name.
Just like how creepy pedophiles convince little girls they're little girls too. Yeah.
That's not really the same thing, but okay.
Anyway, no.
Oh, god damn it, I can't think of... You know what? You keep talking. I'm looking up the name of this stupid test because
it's just like friendship means a specific thing in our society, in our culture, in our whatever. The online friendship, yeah, okay, you're friends in name, but to be like friends in real life is something different.
Why?
Because you could meet this person in person. A, they might not be who they said they were. B, you might fucking hate them in person. Like, that's totally possible, right?
No.
What?
Fine, yes, it's possible. But again, you're talking about personas. Or you're talking about people who completely just lied about who they are.
But, like, I'm also thinking of, like, these OkCupid dates that, like, Madison has gone on, right?
Okay.
The guy seems nice, seems cool, okay. Like, we send each other these super long paragraphs. She meets him in person, he's super creepy. And
should we bleep Madison's name?
Sure. My friend, who I didn't meet online, meets these guys online, and she thinks they're all cool. They're not lying to her or anything. She just gets a bad vibe from them, you know? I think vibes are real, even though it's not a sociological term.
Vibes isn't I think vibes is just kind of slang for a gut feeling. The Turing test. God damn it, the Turing test. The Turing test is...
Throw your phone, you animal.
It took me forever to find it, and I've said this stupid test about 80 times in my life, and now I can't remember it while I'm on the spot on this stupid show. That's my damn show. My co-host is dead. Life just isn't working.
I'm sorry.
Well, anyways, so you believe that the only true friendship is the friendship that is actually face-to-face.
Yeah, and I think, yeah.
Therefore you are?
That depresses me.
That depresses you?
Right, because, like, a lot of people join, and not specifically gaming, but, like, people who join online communities because, we all have the same rare form of cancer, right?
Yeah.
We'd like to think we're
Why
friends.
Why are you picking on cancer kids now?
I'm not picking on them. Jesus. But, like, I don't know. I just... as nice as it would be. Like, as much as you and I would be like, okay, we have friends online.
Yeah, why do I sound like that?
Because this is me.
I talk like this from
myself.
Okay, let's go.
Fuck you. I'm thinking of, like, you know, there's a generational difference too.
Yeah.
And the people who are, like, in power now are not going to recognize that as a friendship.
I suppose when you talk about people meeting online on friendships like that, virtual online friendships, chat room friendships, are usually being described on an episode of, like, SVU.
How to Catch a Predator.
But I honestly think that people you've met online and may never actually meet in person, you can form real friendships with. I'm friends with Pat. I used to play World of Warcraft with her, and we're friends on Facebook now. I might never meet her in person, but I respect Pat. She's an awesome person, and I feel like I've gotten to know her very well.
And I feel the same about the guy who used to be on our Harry Potter blog. We're Facebook friends now, but like...
Except I don't think Pat's creepy.
I thought he was creepy when I was like a 12-year-old girl.
Oh.
And he's 20-something. Yeah, kind of creepy. But, I mean, he's still my friend. He wishes me, happy birthday, happy Christmas, whatever.
All right, well, I suppose that's our segment there. Now, usually we do, Jerry's, random encounter, his rare find of the week, but because Jerry's dead, we'll go on to mine, which was, actually Walmart has, what amiibo is it? The Mabel amiibo from Animal Crossing is for pre-order right now.
Or is it Sable?
No, it's Mabel. I don't think Sable's getting made.
No.
They also, Amazon, you can pre-order the, Amiibo Festival for Wii U. Now, a lot of people aren't going to get it just because the Amiibo Festival game looks kind of bad. Amiibo hunters out there, I mean, it's like right now the only way you can get Isabelle and Digby, which honestly, I'm not going to care too much about Digby, but Isabelle's going to be awesome to have. So that's one of my finds. We can move on to what are you playing this week?
I never stop playing Happy Home Designer. I will never stop.
I don't know why you had to sing that.
Because I wanted to.
You want to give me a little bit about, I don't know what the game's about, what you like about it.
It's about...
Okay, no, don't sing it. Don't sing it.
Interior decorating for animals.
Don't sing it, just review it.
You build houses for animals, and it's great.
Why?
It takes my mind off sociology.
Well, you like watching the HGTV shows, right? The decorating shows. So this is like you get to pretend you're doing a show like that, but
with limited choices. Animals.
And you're getting graded. You have that feeling of accomplishment when you do well.
I always do well.
There you go.
So I also like watching HGTV and simultaneously building sim houses. Same idea. It's like I'm building a real house, but I'm not. And I don't spend real money.
Okay, stop singing. No more singing. All right. This week, I beat Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain.
Woohoo!
And first of all, the ending. The game ends several times over. It does that thing on the story where it's like, okay, here's the ending of that storyline. Here's the ending of this storyline. Kind of like the Return of the King movie, where all of these individual storylines had like a conclusion and the whole screen fades to black and you're like, okay, here are the credits, and they never kind of came. The only thing is, there's one really big storyline that they not only introduced in the second half of the game after you thought it would be over, they then didn't conclude it because they didn't finish the game. Now, a lot of people are really upset about that, but I really couldn't care because I felt like the game had a fairly good length. But still, it has its problems. Probably one of my favorite games in this past year. If you haven't played it yet and you're a Metal Gear Solid fan, Fulton Extraction is the most entertaining game mechanic I've enjoyed in quite some time. After that, I've been playing Second Quest on the original Zelda. Because I never beat that as a kid, and I'm trying to. Woohoo!
What else are you playing right now?
That's about it.
Really?
I've been playing Zelda, and I've been playing Metal Gear Solid. You've been playing Happy Home Academy, and my Animal Crossing town is probably full of weeds right now.
We were playing that one game the other day where you're a spooky castle.
Spooky? Oh, yeah, that's Amnesia. The Descent, The Dark Descent, something like that. That game has gotten huge. It was free on Steam. It's gotten huge reviews. Just saying it's one of the greatest horror games in quite some time. Haven't gotten that deep into the game yet. It got me to jump maybe once, but so far I've been kind of taking the piss while I've been playing it. So, not an actual piss. The floor hasn't been soaked or anything.
If you peed on the floor,
yeah.
I'd be pretty mad.
And that'd probably be
scary. And you'd be cleaning it up.
That'd be probably scarier than the game.
Fuck you.
This week I know Assassin's Creed comes out. Syndicate comes out the 23rd, my birthday. Actually, that's something to look forward to. Is our next episode is probably going to be the Nullspace game swap.
We're going to record an episode during that?
Yeah.
Awesome.
We basically, what we're going to do is have friends of the show, people that have been on the show, people who are new to the show, are going to be bringing in games that they don't like, can't sell, have played, and will never touch again. An example is I have Red Faction Guerrilla for PS3. Fantastic game. Loved it. Will never get around to playing it again. And it sells at GameStop for a couple quarters. So I might as well have somebody else pick it up. It's kind of like one of those free libraries you see occasionally if you're in the Milwaukee area like we are. I think other parts of the country.
They're all over the fucking place.
All right. So we're going to be doing that. Should be fun. Other than that, we, again, hope Jerry gets better. Also, a shout out to Emily, Jerry's cat, who was also not feeling so well. And Jerry. Problems follow everywhere Jerry goes. Other than that, anything you want to say? Or sing?
I'm sorry I'm not as cool as Jerry.
I'll still let you close our show.
How do I get to close the show?
Usually Jerry says happy gaming, everybody, but you can say whatever you want.
I apologize.
No. No, stop.
Singing, but no, I don't.
How about a better tag than that? Just let us close out with something.
Not witty.
I'm not witty. There you go. Good night, everybody.
Goodbye. That's it.
Okay, one more chance.
Hopefully Jerry will get better.
No.
So I never have to do this again.
That is terrible.
Sorry, I suck.
Stop. Just do Jerry's.
Happy gaming, everyone.
Yeah.
Yay.